So Michelle Thompson, she has been diagnosed with something known as persistent sexual arousal syndrome.
No, that sounds devastating.
Right. Well, she has up to 300 orgasms a day.
Now, okay, so first we start with persistent sexual arousal syndrome, and that sounds pretty good, right? 300 orgasms.
Yeah, it became a really, really serious problem for her. It affected her relationships. A lot of men couldn't keep up with her.
I would imagine so.
So, you know, she would date guys for a couple of months, and they would get super tired of her, literally, and they would leave her. So she thought she was never going to find her knight in shining armor.
Hold on, before we get to him. She had to leave a job at a factory because the vibrations of the machines sent her into an orgasmic epileptic fit, you know. She's like, wah, 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 wah,
she was
right, and they're like, hey, just bring it down. She's like, wah, wah. I mean, 300 a day. Do you have any idea how much that is?
No, that's insane.
That's insanity.
By the way, she was working.
Sorry.
She was working at a biscuit factory, so you better get it right.
Biscuit factory.
AKA cookie factory.
Okay.
But so yeah, the machines in the factory were setting her off.
God, man, she's sensitive. All right, so we get to the man riding into the rescue.
Right. His name is Andrew Carr. He's a 32-year-old, and they've been dating for the past 6 months. She says that they have sex up to 10 times a day, and he's doing a great job at playing into her sexual arousal syndrome.
Jeez, Lord mercy, 10 times a day. I didn't think anybody else was doing that. What?
That's
what?
not even, I don't even, look, that kind of makes me think the story might be untrue.
Is that?
What kind of guy can have sex 10 times a day? That's like physically impossible.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on here. Cause,
she's probably embellishing her sex life with him.
I don't know. But look, but on the other hand, the other guys didn't make it, right? And this guy did make it. So obviously something's working, right? So she's happy with him. Maybe it's not 10, maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 4. Maybe it's 5. I don't know. 4 sounds superhuman.
Maybe he's a super generous guy, and they're not only having coital relations. Maybe he's also, you know, giving her a little licky lick.
That's the first time we've ever come up with that. I've heard of sippy sip, but licky lick? That's what the direction you decided to go with this? Okay. All right. Now, what you could have done is he is helping his sister out.
Yes.
In a couple of different ways. And my guess is that you're exactly right. That he's probably going down, town, and, you know, little this, little that, little this. You know, he's mixing it up, right?
Giving her a little boom, boom, pow here and there.
A little spinning the records, as it were. So, but what was great, they had a video with this, which, you know, is probably copyrighted, so I don't want to get into it. But that dude, the whole time she's talking about how many orgasms he's given her, he's got the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen in your life. He's like, okay. And I'm like, dude, I don't know that I'm bragging. You know?
Yeah, at the same time, I mean, she's getting orgasms at a cookie factory.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, right? I mean, a biscuit sends her into a conniption, right? Like, so you're like, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, if the brother's actually putting out 10 times a day, that is pretty impressive. So I'm split on the story. But it reminded me of another story when I was in a brothel, obviously.
In Turkey? The Turkey brothel?
Yeah, you remember this story. So I'm a kid, and a friend of mine, you know, teenager, right? A friend of mine takes me and another friend from the States, that's what they call it outside the country, to a Turkish brothel. The least sexually appealing place in the world, okay? And, I mean, it was perfect, because you go there and you go, oh, no, I'm done with brothels. That's, oof, not interested, right? And there's one disaster after another, okay? It's like Amsterdam, but except the road is closed off, and you walk down the road, and you see the women in the houses, right? And it's like, oh, no, Wesley, oh, no, please, right? And so a guy goes into the most disastrous of the options. I mean, this woman is gigantic. She's old, okay? And nothing wrong except she's in her lingerie or whatever. I guess that was lingerie. I mean, it was unreal, right? And he picks her. He's back out in 2 minutes, okay? And he's on top of the world. He's got his shirt buttoned down to here, and he's like this, leaning out. And he comes out. He's like, "Who's next?" He tells his friend, "Oh, you want to be next?" And I'm like, "Ew, ew." I'm like, number one, she was one of the most unattractive women I have ever seen in my life. Number 2, you paid for her. Number 3, you were done in 90 seconds. Okay? And then number 4, you just like, hey, telling your guy buddy you want to be next? I'm like, there's nothing I would desire less than being your friend. That's what I thought. Now, that's not the guy I knew. That's not the guy who took me. Another guy took me, okay? But, God, what a parade of horrors that was. Anyway, that guy, now I'm being a little unfair here, but it reminds me of this guy, like with this grin in the background, like, 10 times a day. And I'm like, okay, but she's going off on biscuits. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's a fascinating thing, man.
If you like this clip, you'll love the whole show. You can watch that at theyoungturks.com.